Hey guys, it's Shy. Welcome to the channel if you are new, and if you're not, hey boo. I got my hands on the new Glamlite Bratz collection. I'm clearly channeling my inner Bratz doll. So if you guys like it here, if you like my vibe, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And without any further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get into this Glamlite Bratz collection. We're playing with the Bratz collection today. The first item in the Bratz collection is the Pucker Up Lip Plumper. Now, I am not new to a lip plumper. I have tried like the Too Faced Lip Injection Extreme Maximum Plump. I've also used like the Dr. Dennis Gross lip treatment, which is also plumping. So I'm not really that sensitive. And I will say that the packaging is really cute. I love that this is like the shape of a lipstick, and I love the packaging. It just says Bratz on it. I do wish that this was more of like a baby pink color, but we're gonna swatch it first. And this is what the color looks like, so let's try it on. Now that I have it on, I can feel a little tingle. Right now it's nothing really unbearable for me, but we're gonna give it 5 minutes and see how the lips look. So it's been a couple minutes and I can definitely feel it stinging a little bit. It's nothing painful, but I do notice a difference, especially on my top lip. So we're gonna leave this on until it's time to do lips, and we're gonna go ahead and get into the eye portion. This is what the packaging of the eyeshadow palette looks like. It comes in the cutest Bratz closet, and I'm definitely a Bratz girl, so this just brings back so many memories for me. Just being able to style them and have all their little shoes and accessories and things like that. Glamlite really nailed it when it came to the packaging for this collection, and I'm really obsessed with this. Inside the closet, you get this 2-tiered eyeshadow palette. This is very similar to like a P. Louise double packaged palette. The beads on the inside are a lot smaller, so they actually move. I find that the ones from P. Louise are just really big and bulky, so they really don't move like this. So I love that. So I love that Glamlite really incorporated that aspect, very similar to their collab with Michaela. When you open her, this is what she looks like. It's very Bratz coated. The top row of the shimmers does say Bratz, and then you get this pull-out drawer of darker shades. I love that the top is like more pastel and lighter colors, and the bottom row is where you have your depth. So I'm not really sure what kind of eye look I'm gonna create, but we're gonna do something. I'm gonna start by priming my eyes. I'm just taking the P. Louise base. Glamlite does have their own eyeshadow primer, but I'm just gonna use this one. This is in Rumor number 5. Taking the bottom row, I wanna go into the shade called Trendsetter. Y'all know I am a neutral girl, so starting with a neutral shade is a must for me. And I'm just going to pack this really on the outer corner. This is a nice, deep, dark color. And I feel like because this is a Bratz look, we definitely want to wing out this eye. So I'm just blowing it out on the corners. And to blend out the edges, I'm gonna go into OK, which is a beautiful lilac purple shade. I feel like with Bratz, it's very much like a purple color story. Like they normally had like something purpley going on, whether it was with the lips or what. So I'm just using that to blend out the edges. I really did like Sasha and Yasmin. So they were definitely my favorites, but all of them were baddies. And I even had the half head where you could like do their hair. I was literally obsessed with Bratz. I love playing with them even up until I was a teenager. My mom literally had to throw them away because she was like, you're too old to be playing with Bratz. But I loved my Bratz dolls, okay? I love them down. And this is a seamless blend. You don't really have to work really hard with these shadows. I want to add like a pop of color right here. So I'm just going to take Face Card and Making Memories and mixing those together. The Bratz always was serving Face Card, okay? And I will say these pastels are not as pigmented as I thought it would be, but it is kind of giving that Y2K like ashy look. So I mean, it is on brand as far as color story, but I thought this would be a little bit more pigmented. It's definitely more white based, but as you can see, it's still showing up. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and tap OK onto the center of the lid just to have a base for the shimmer. I don't know if it's like an iridescence or not. For shimmer, I'm definitely a pink girl. So I'm gonna go into this shade called City Lights. And this is a very chunky formula. I'm just gonna add that right in the middle, and it does have some color to it. It is more purple than pink. I'm gonna take a smaller brush and go into the shade called Midnight, which is like a black. And I am just going to add this on the outer corner just because the girls were giving glam, okay? So I wanna definitely make sure we have some drama to the eye while still giving cutesy and fun. I'm gonna go ahead and add some liner. I'm not gonna do a wing, but I'm gonna take my eyeliner up into a diagonal. And this is just gonna really help lift the eye. I just wanna lighten up the center a little bit. So I'm gonna go into this shade right here called Iconic. I'm just gonna tap Iconic right in the center. And that is really pretty. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add some lashes and do the other eye, and we're gonna go ahead and get into the rest of the products in this collection. Now that the eyes and the base is done for the most part, we are gonna work on these cheeks. This is the Shop Till We Blush blush palette. It's literally in a shopping bag. How adorable is this? It does open like a purse, so it opens like this. You get 3 cream blushes and 3 powder blushes. You have Out and About, After Hours, Bratitude, Passion for Fashion, Bratz Pack, and Blush Hour. So for me, I think I'm gonna go into After Hours for the cream, and it does have a film on top. I'm not really sure how it's gonna stay from drying out once you take this off. The shelf life on this blush palette is 18 months, but I think that the creams might actually dry out before that. I'm gonna take this shade called After Hours, and it's very emollient and it's super pigmented. Look at how bright this is. I don't want this to be a blush heavy look. Just because the eyes are so dramatic. So I'm just going to kind of take that in, and it's literally just melting in the skin. And it is a little glowy. Really pretty. For me personally, I wish it was a little less glowy. I wish it was more like a soft matte formula, but we're gonna just still work with her. For foundation, I am wearing this NARS Soft Matte Foundation in Macao. I'm also wearing the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Water Powder Serum as my primer. For concealer, I'm using the e.l.f. concealer. This is in the shade Tan Walnut. I'm just gonna use this as my more natural highlight. And the lip plumper does not burn at all. There is no feeling for it now. Taking my One Size foundation powder, this is in medium 5. I'm gonna use this to set the under eyes. So I'm just tapping off the excess in my hand, and we are just going to set that under eye. For bronzer, I'm taking this one from the Sephora collection. This is in Coconut Retreat, and I'm just gonna take this brush and use this to set the bronzer. As you can see, this bronzer is super pigmented. A little bit goes a long way. But I feel like for the skin, like when it comes to the Bratz, they were always serving face. So we definitely want to make sure that the complexion is nice, smooth, and porcelain. So now we're going to go into the powder blush. I'm going into Blush Hour, and that is a really cute pink. I'm going to tap off the excess, and we're just going to apply this right here. And that is a beautiful blush. This is so pretty. This is gorgeous. I feel like this look is giving very much winter Bratz. I'm definitely feeling like a winter Bratz doll that's at a ski resort. Just looking real cute. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the rest of the base, and we're gonna get into the lip kits. So I'll be right back. So now that the face is baking, it is time to get into the lips. I'm gonna go ahead and take off this lip plumper. And they did come out with 4 Bratz lip kits. So you get Chloe, Jade, Sasha, and Yasmin. We're gonna try the Sasha lip kit. This is the deepest kit. For the lip kit, you do get a lipstick, liner, and lip gloss. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch them. The Sasha one comes with a dark brown lip liner. So pretty. That looks like it's definitely going to show up on me. Then we have the lipstick component, and I love that they really emphasize the star. And this is a beautiful peachy nude. And we're gonna swatch her. So gorgeous. And last but not least is the gloss. I love that this does have a keychain on it that says Bratz. It's giving very much early 2000s. I love it. The gloss is just a clear gloss with golden reflex and glitter. I'm gonna powder my lips first. We are gonna go ahead and line the lips. And that is a beautiful chocolate shade. I'm probably gonna get a lot of use out of this lip liner. I love the color. And it just is gliding on. And to get more of that pouty effect, I am filling in the corners of my lips. Now for the lipstick. That is literally stunning. I could literally just leave it like this, but we're gonna add some gloss on. I really don't want to get this applicator dirty, so I'm just gonna take the gloss on my finger and just tap it on. So I'm gonna go ahead and dust off this bake, refresh the skin, and do my hair, and we're going to talk about my thoughts on this collection. And this is what the final look looks like. I just have my hair pulled back in a bun. Let's get into my thoughts on these products. Starting with the lip plumper, this really did plump up the lips, but it didn't really last too long at all. This really wasn't a standout. but it did help my lips get that plumped up Bratz effect. For me, the standout is definitely the eyeshadow palette. Now, the color story is very much pastel. The color story is mostly blue and purple, so there's really not much like range with this color story. You're gonna get pretty much a blue or purple look. You could do a black smoky eye with this. I do like they included like an iridescent white to kind of lighten whatever shimmer you have, because I will say the shimmers are more on the deep side. And I'm just really obsessed with the packaging of it. Glamlite really nailed it when it came to the packaging of this palette, and the fact that it came in a closet is super cute. The next item in the collection is this blush palette, and this is very chunky, but I do love the packaging. I love how creative they got with it. Storage wise, it is going to be a little bit harder to store in my collection, but it's really cute. I am a little concerned about how the creams aren't going to dry out super fast, because normally like you have a protective cover over the top and there's no protective color once you rip off that plastic film, so it's just open. I'm really just worried about the longevity for the creams. Really did enjoy this blush palette. The last items in this collection are lip kits, and I did try on the Xoxo lip kit and I love it. It does have like a slight vanilla scent to the gloss. The colors are really gorgeous for that everyday nude lip combo, and I really love how it came out. The lip liner was literally perfect. The lipstick color was gorgeous. And of course the gloss, it all really just came together. The only thing that I think was missing from this collection was a hand mirror, okay? So I'm kind of disappointed that there was no mirror in this collection. Let me know what you guys think of this collection and if you guys are picking it up or passing. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.